I'm Darren McGrady, former chef to the Queen, Princess Diana, Prince William, and Prince Harry. And today I'm going to be making one of my favorite summer salads: watermelon, feta, chipotle, and an agave and white balsamic dressing. When it comes to melons, all melons are not created equal. We see them in the store, the huge ones, the smaller ones like this, the seedless ones, the yellow ones, all different flavors, all different textures. And what to buy, what to look for, how do we know when it's ripe? The yellow watermelons, the yellow flesh ones, in my opinion, are sweeter, and so they're great for sort of juicing. When it comes to salads, I like the seedless watermelons, the smaller ones. I find the seedless ones tend to keep the texture, and they're much tighter, so when I cut this salad into cubes, for me, that's just what I'm looking for. How to choose the perfect watermelon? Well, people say we need to tap it. That's true. But also we need to look for the splotch mark. Splotch. I love that word. Splotch, splotch, splotch. The splotch mark. That's the yellow patch we see on the watermelon. That's where it's been sat on the ground. That's called the field mark, where it sits as it grows. And the bigger the splotch mark, the more yellow it is, the riper the melon's going to be. I'm going to start by cutting into the melon, and I just go in half long ways. You can see how gorgeous and firm that flesh is inside. Now when I'm cutting melon, for me the trick is always to actually lay it onto that cut surface and then start cutting in strips. Once I've done that, I'll turn it sideways and cut the same the other way. Now if you've got kids at home, this is the perfect way to cut melon, because when they're outside then they can just pull out a piece of melon, and look at that, it's even got its own little handle on the side. So good. And sweet. Once I have all the fingers, I'm going to take out the center and then going to cut into cubes the flesh. I'm not putting the rind in, but do you know that 95% of the nutrients from the watermelon actually come from the rind? People eat the rind. It's really good for you. And it's even better if you pickle it. The rest of my pieces, I'll put in a Ziploc bag, put them in the refrigerator, and the kids will be out all day picking at them. Eating the melon. I can't stop eating the melon. So good. Once I've got the melon, then I'll take my feta cheese. I like feta cheese because of the saltiness, the tanginess, the creaminess that goes into it. And if I had a preference, I'd probably say Israeli sheep feta was my all-time favorite. It's not quite as salty. It's so creamy when you sort of bite into it. You rub your tongue with a piece of cheese across your palate, and it's just creamy and just gorgeous. And the combination together of the cheese and the watermelon is just incredible. I call this one my beach salad. It's perfect to take to the beach, even if you just do the cheese in one container and the watermelon in another container, because the watermelon, when you're sweating, it gives you all that liquid back into your body, that rehydrates you, and the feta cheese is the saltiness to put that back into your body too. And then I've got some fresh mint in there as well, and I'm going to take the mint and pull off those little pieces, those little leaves, and I'm only tearing them, and I'm going to just run a knife through them a little. I don't want too much, I don't want it overpowering, but just a little chop. I've also got some chipotle pepper here. I like the chipotle, I like that smokiness, I like that warmth. Once it's on the watermelon, it really is incredible. And I'm not putting it in the dressing because I like people to pick up a piece of watermelon and that's juicy and the feta cheese is creamy, and then ooh, that's a real kick of the chipotle pepper. So I do a sprinkle of that, and then I've got some healthy sunflower seeds which will just give me a little texture as well. So last minute for those two. All I have to do now is the dressing, and I've got some olive oil, some agave and some white balsamic vinegar, and I'll mix those three together, whisk them together, a little salt and pepper. Just mix all those ingredients together, and there's no real recipe for this. Usually it's sort of 2 parts oil to 1 part of the other 2 ingredients, half and half, but just adjust it as how you want it. If you want it sharper, a little more vinegar. I like the white balsamic because it's sweeter, it's milder, and better than regular balsamic because that turns it brown, and I don't want a brown dressing. I want to see those vibrant colors of the feta cheese and the beautiful watermelon in there. Oh, we just need to build the salad. Starting with the melon first. And then the feta cheese. You can use crumbled feta if you want to, but I love seeing these chunky pieces. And if you're taking them to a picnic or eating out, or taking them to friends, it just holds better with the salad. After that, the mint. And then the chipotle. And finally, the sunflower seeds. Last of all, the dressing. Watermelon and feta salad with sunflower seeds and chipotle. I hope you'll make this dish at home. It really is a gorgeous salad. If you want a copy of my latest cookbook, The Royal Chef at Home, click on the link below. And don't forget to subscribe too. There'll be lots more videos coming up. See you again soon.